Hi everyone, my name's Rhiannon from Blue Dog Board Games. Today we are going to be playing a solo playthrough of the super cute board game Stardew Valley, the board game. This is a direct translation of the Stardew Valley video game into a board game format, and I am absolutely in love with this game. It has such a cutesy feel. It really pulls lots and lots of elements from what I love about the video game into this board game. It's really quite thematic in all of the events that happen, and I'm just having a really good time with it, so I'm really excited for this one today. This one is fully cooperative, so it can be played multi-handed. Today I'm going to do the true solo mode by just controlling one character. I will say that I think my preference is actually multi-handing it, but just for the basis of just doing a simple playthrough today, we are just going to show you how the solo mode actually works. So we are all set up ready to go, so let's get going. So just a basic overview of Stardew Valley, the board game. This is the town of Stardew Valley. We have various sections that we can go to take action. So you've got the town in the center, the mountains area, your personal farm, the forest area, Marnie's area, and Clint's and the seaside. And so we will be doing various things like fishing and going mining and farming and all of those bits and pieces. Now, the goal of the game is to end the game satisfying all of these criteria. We have 4 goals from Grandpa. The ones that we have drawn today is all dependent on player count. So if you have 4 players, the amount of stuff that you need to do for this particular criteria is just going to increase. So in a 1-player game, we need to catch a legendary fish equal to the number of players. So only 1 legendary fish. We also don't have to keep that legendary fish in our inventory. We can sell it. So that's pretty good. We need to make 3 friends per player, so I need 3 friends minimum. I need to own animals equal to 2 times the number of players, and I need to reach the bottom of the mine. And the mine is over here. There's 12 levels of the mine. So we're at level 1 at the moment. We need to dig our way down to level 12. So that's quite a challenging one, actually. I think I've picked myself I did them mostly randomly. I did draw a couple because actually I drew the identical game that I was playing last night and I didn't want to do an identical game. I always find the mine one quite challenging to do. So we may not be too successful today, but it's a good time nonetheless. So that's the first thing that we need to do to win the game. We need to make sure we end the game and satisfy all of those criteria. The second thing we need to do to win the game is to reveal all of these bundles, which are the community center bundles, and satisfy them. So I can't reveal them now because we need to spend hearts, which we gain from befriending villagers, to reveal them. And so they're sort of randomly allocated. So they may be, the crafts room maybe get a spring forageable, it may be get a winter forageable. So I will need to sort of reveal them quite quickly so I know what I'm aiming for to collect in the game. We do start with a parsnip planted in our personal fields over here, and we have a season deck. Now the game is played in 4 seasons. We play through 1 single year in Stardew Valley, and each season has 4 cards that we draw. So we're resolving 4 separate rounds, an end phase where we reshuffle the board, prepare for the next season, and then we go through. At the end of winter, that's when the end of the game triggers, and as long as we have managed to meet all of those criteria and managed to donate everything to the community centre, we will have won. So I've actually picked the miner as my profession. There's 4 professions. You've got foraging, farming, fishing, and mining. I'm going to pick the miner because I think I'm going to need all the help I can get in the mines. And this allows me to take, in fact, I think you can basically just pick whatever profession you want and then also pick your tool, but it doesn't make sense to pick a profession that you're not going to pick the tool of. So I've picked the pickaxe, and as I upgrade, my pickaxe is going to help me in the mines more and more. So at the moment it doesn't give me any bonus, but as soon as I upgrade it, it will allow me to alter the outcomes that I get in the mine. So just thinking about what we should be planning to do then, we're going to need to, I think it would be a good idea to start making friends early, because our friends will help us throughout the game. Our friends allow us to get gifts from them. So there's certain triggers on these event cards, these seasonal cards, which may allow us to get certain items from our friends. And if we don't have any friends, we're not going to get those bonuses. We're also going to need to keep an eye out for legendary fish that come out. At the moment, there's no legendary fish on this track. We can only fish from this track. And there's not any at the moment, so we're going to need to wait until that shuffles around a bit. It does sort of move reasonably quickly in a game, and the more you fish, the more you can shuffle it along. So we're going to need to focus on that at some point, and we just need to focus on mining, and hopefully we can get some like ore to upgrade our pickaxe, and maybe geodes to like crack open and sell stuff to earn us some money, because we're going to need to not only build like a coop. We've got 4 buildings we can build up here. We've got the coop, the barn, the silo, and the shed. There are more buildings that you can have, but you only draw a certain amount in the game. The coop and the barn are always available. So I think honestly I might actually go for the coop, just because the animals tend to be cheaper. So the chickens are only 6 coins and the ducks are 6 coins. Goats are 8, sheep are 8, cows are 8. So it's just going to cost me more and more money to get those animals. And if I need to get 2 different animals, I think I might try and focus on the chicken and the duck. So that means I need a coop. So I need money and wood. Lots and lots to think about. Alright, so I think we're going to get going. We start with 3 money. This is the first player marker, and obviously as a 1-player game we don't technically need it, but there are events that dictate something to do with your first player marker, depending on whether you've chosen the dog or the cat. So I would just suggest you do choose a side and stick with it, because an event may allow you to do something or gain something because of that. So the first thing we're going to do is draw this card. Oh lovely, we got the flower dance. The artwork in this is really, really cool. Usually these are, so we have seasonal events that are shuffled in. So the flower dance, each player with a friend gains 1 heart token. This is really unfortunate that we've done this one in the first round of the game, because we don't gain a heart token, because we have no friends right now. We've only moved in. So that's a shame, but it's really nice that they've brought these elements into it as well. It's really, really cute. As you can tell, I'm really charmed with this game. So now we get to choose where we want to place our meeple. This is the planning phase. So we have 2 choices. We can either, we select where we want to start. We can either take 2 actions there and end our turn, or we can take 1 action in the place we are, move 1 space along these lines that you should see, forage at any neighbouring area, and take 1 action at our resulting location. So I always try and forage as much as possible, because forageables are worth money. You may get materials, and also you can gift them to villagers and then make friends with them. So I think maybe I will actually start by perhaps going to the mine, moving over here to the not community centre, but the town, and perhaps visiting Gus and making a friend, depending on my forageable. Or if that's not good enough, I could go and buy seeds. So I think that's a good option to start with. So I'm going to come up there. Now my first action I'm going to do is mining. In the mines we have a table to consult, and this is a card that you draw. We've got an entire deck of cards off the side of the board that you can't see. So every time we descend in the mine, we're going to be drawing a new one of those, and we're going to be rolling 2 die. And according to the symbols, we can choose between the options that we roll. So let's see what we roll. So we're going to have a grand choice. So we have a look up here what a heart and a heart is. So we have no choice but to take bug meat. If you roll the different symbols, you may choose like the options. So if you rolled one of the, is it like the star fruit type star drops, special fruits, and the heart, you can get a geode, or you can get an item, so you can choose. But we've got to get the bug meat. That's not wonderful. I wanted something a bit more interesting than bug meat. But, oh well. And we could build staircases to descend in the mine, but we need stone to do that. So I'm going to come over here, I think. We're going to forage. So let's forage here. Oh good, we've got some stone. In which case then, I don't think I want to go and make a friend, because if you can see this, bug meat and stone have crosses next to it, which means they're not giftable materials. Nobody's going to be very happy if I try to give them a stone or bug meat to make them my friend. That's not going to make a good impression. So instead, I'm going to go and buy seeds from Pierre. I'm going to spend all 3 of my money, I think. Each seed costs 1 coin, and we can put them in various slots. You're not allowed to stack crops, so at the moment, I'm not allowed to buy another parsnip because my parsnip is still on its starting space. The water icon in the corner tells you where you pop it. So this one needs 2 water, so I need to put it in number 2 when I plant it. I'm going to grab a cauliflower in space 5, I think a potato in space 3, and a strawberry, and then we're fully stocked. Yeah. Okay, so I have done 1 action, 1 movement, 1 action. That's the end of my turn. So I return to the farmhouse, and I have an end of turn effect I can resolve. So you have 4 options, and you can pick one of those and resolve as many times as you want, but you're only allowed to do 1 of the options. So you can build stairs to descend in the mine, and that costs 1 stone per player. So at the moment, because it's a 1-player game, I'm going to be spending 1 stone to descend each level. You can pet animals, and that makes them happy. You turn their tile over to their happy side. You can spend money or hearts to remove a Joja tile. So at some point in the game, you may get these tiles, and these are like permit type things and restrictions that are put around the town by Joja. So it may put like taxes on and things like that. You can remove them to help your game along. Or we can choose to upgrade our starting tool, but we need an ore to do that. We need a copper ore. We don't have any copper ore, but what I'm going to be doing is discarding my stone to descend to level 2 in the mine. Now, because we've descended, we discard this and draw a new one. And that is the end of the first round. Okay, so now we draw a new card. Oh, God's sake. So we have a crow icon, and it's a green crow. So this green crow is going to come and pick one of the vegetables in our green section of the farm. So I can choose to either allow him to take the parsnip or the potato. I think honestly he's going to actually take the potato because I want to try and harvest a crop ASAP. And then the first player marker moves to another player. This is how the first player marker changes in a multiplayer game. He stays with me at the moment. And then we can sell stuff. So I am actually going to sell my bug meat. I don't think I want that right now. And gain a coin. Okay, so that is that resolved. Now, where do we want to go now? I'm getting a bit worried about these crops because they're going to be picked at by crows. So I might go and water the crops and then go to the mine. And then hopefully it may rain next round. Then it will I can harvest that parsnip. I could then go mining next round. Hopefully forage over here, and this will be a nice forageable. And then I could go and make a friend perhaps. That could be good. So I think I'm going to start over here. I'm going to water the crops. Now when you water, you move everything 1 space over. When this comes off, this goes into your inventory. And then I'm going to move over here. I'm going to forage this tile. Good, I've got a horseradish. I've got 6 spaces in my inventory. And then I'm going to explore the mine again. So let's roll some die. Okay, see, so I've got a star drop type thing and a Junimo. I never even got to them. I finished the community centre in the main game. I've got about 100 hours in Stardew Valley, so not a huge amount compared to a lot of people. And I still don't really know what the significance of these little spirits is. There we go. So I've got either 2 stone or a mining event. Now, it would be lovely to do the mining event. I've only seen like 1 or 2 mining events, so I don't know what's in the deck still. They're quite rare, but from what I've seen, they've been really good. But 2 stone, I think, is just too good to pass up at this time, especially as the further we get in the mine, the more ore and geodes are going to be available. So yeah, that's me. I've watered, moved and explored. I'm going to come back. I'm going to descend twice in the mine, spend those 2 stone. So I'm going to go to level 4, change this. Oh wow, there's a lot of enemies in this one. And again, that is the end of the round. This game really does sort of feel quite quick when you are a 1-player game. Good, excellent. So now we've got a star, which means you can choose any of these crops to flip to their quality side. Now I was anticipating or gifting this parsnip, So I'm going to choose the cauliflower to flip to the quality side. This just enhances the money you get from selling it. We can now resolve an event. Grandpa's Shrine. So we can reveal one new Grandpa's goal card and then choose any one Grandpa's goal card to discard. Ooh, you know, if you've actually watched my, it's coming out today, but by the time this is published, this will be live. If you've watched my November blog video, and I actually talked about this particular card, Grandpa's Shrine, this almost made me lose one of my games. So it was, I revealed this event in like the second to last day in winter, which meant essentially I was working towards these goals throughout the entire game. This doesn't seem like this gives you an option. It just says you choose it and discard it, which is great at this point in the game to like help shape you into like doing something a little bit easier if you're not really seeing it. There's no legendary fish at the moment. But like that later on in the game, I was like, wow, I've now got to try and figure out how to do one of these new goals. All right, so we reveal one new Grandpa's goal. Let's grab one. Oh, interesting. Then choose any one Grandpa's goal card to discard. So we've got expand the farm, own buildings equal to the number of players. This is perfect, actually, because this is going to go hand in hand with raising animals, because we have to have the coop in order to actually get the chickens and ducks anyway. We're already at level 4 in the mine, so I think I'm going to actually get rid of this legendary fish and take this one instead. That will just help us along a bit. Yeah, that wasn't too bad in spring. We can work with that in spring. And now we can sell and trade resources. This is where in a multiplayer game you can also trade with other players from your inventories. I want to keep this horseradish because I want to gift it to someone potentially. So we're going to ignore that. Right, we want to, I think we're going to go water the crops, move to Gus's and make a friend, hopefully get a heart, and then maybe we can reveal some bits from the community centre next round. Maybe, we'll see. Yeah, so let's go and water the crops. So we're watering this parsnip, strawberry and the cauliflower move along. We're going to move along here. Let's grab this tile. Fibre, hey, darn. So that's pretty darn useless. We don't use fibre for much. We are going to go and try and make a friend though. We've got 2 potentially good gifts. So to make a friend, there's a whole stack of villagers here. We reveal the first one from the deck. Oh no. Oh, this isn't that good. So Elliot, it tells you here like what he loves. So he loves fish. So if I gave him fish, it will allow me to take 2 hearts. It tells you here what gifts he hates. So he hates forageables, so I can't give him a horseradish. He hates artifacts and he hates minerals. Anything else that doesn't have the cross on it, I can gift him, and I only get 1 heart for it. It also tells you when his birthday is, so if you are gifting in the appropriate season, so if he had a spring birthday, I would gain an extra heart as well. But as it stands, I think honestly we do need to grab friends as soon as possible. So I am going to gift him, not my horseradish, I'm going to gift him my parsnip. That can go back in the tray. So I just get 1 heart for that, which is quite disappointing. So he's going to come down here. And he is my friend now. Oh, Elliot. Could be a little bit more generous. Oh well. Let's come home. We can't build, we can't do any of that stuff. So we're going to just proceed to the next round. Oh God. So a crow is going to take one of our crops. The crow is going to have to take this strawberry, which is just awful, because that's worth 4 coins. We do get another event though, so let's resolve that. Ooh, visitor at the farm. Draw a villager and receive their gift, then discard them. Amazing. I bet it's a really rubbish gift. Oh, the dwarf. Nice. So we can craft a staircase, descend 1 level in the mine for free, basically. Nice. So I'll stick him in the bottom. We can descend in the mine. So we're at level 5 in the mine now, so that's nice. Okay. And we can sell and trade. I think I still want to keep this horseradish. So you'll see here it says the last days of spring. So this is the very final round in spring. Then we're going to proceed to summer. I really haven't done very well with collating hearts. We need hearts to reveal these bundles in the community centre. So it's 1 heart per player. So in the solo game, you're only spending 1 heart to reveal each one, and you do it left to right. I'm actually thinking, because I know a little bit what the cards may contain. Some of them are like spring crops or spring forageables and things like that. If there's any that you reveal that it's impossible to then do because it's out of season, you can spend, I think it's the number of hearts per player again, to discard that one and redraw it. But of course that just takes time and resources. But what I think I might do is actually just try and keep crops. So maybe I'll go to Pierre's and buy another crop and just then go and water stuff. And then at least I'll have some spring crops and hopefully spring forageables. And then next round I can maybe think of, I don't know, I don't really want to just water crops or go to buy 1 seed. Maybe it's better to go and explore the mine and then try and get the stone and the geodes and stuff. We need to get this cauliflower out. Yeah, okay. I think we might have just a slightly wasted round. Maybe. So we're going to go over here. We're going to buy a seed. So what a waste. But we are going to buy 1 parsnip. Because it's the cheapest, quickest seed to grow. We're then going to move over here. We're going to forage this horseradish again. And now we can water the crops. Okay. I don't know if that was good or not, but that's what we've chosen to do. End of round. We can't do anything, but we're going to go to the last days of spring. This allows you to place new trees and forageable tiles. So this is where we just take off all of the forageables. These are all seasonal, so these are no longer present on the board. And we have a whole new set of forageables to grab. So we got summer ones. And they're so cool. I love how the artwork matches up on these trees here. And I also just love in general how they've thought about like trying to change it seasonally. It's really cute. And then we actually upgrade a couple of things. So on the card it says draw 2 profession upgrades and keep 1. So I'm the mining profession, so I would draw 2 mining and keep 1 of those. However, in a solo game, because you are restricted to your 1 profession, it tries to like open out the possibilities a little bit more. So we're not restricted to just mining. We can draw 3 from any of the professions and keep 1. So ultimately, I'm going to take a mining, I'm going to take a foraging, and we're doing okay with mining at the moment. So I think I'm going to take a second foraging. Then from these I choose which one I want. I don't think I've shuffled these very well. These are what I saw yesterday. But, this could be really good. We've got a pig here, and this allows us to gain any forageable tile on the board, and this also counts towards the raise animals goal. So already we would have got 1 animal. That will save us money. Or we can take the excavator, which will allow us to either spend 2 actions to gain an artifact. I think that's not going to be great for us. Minerals generate +2 gold when you sell them. Or we could get the tapper. Place 3 gold here, and you may spend 1 action during any turn to claim all gold on this card. These gift ones, you'll see that they have like a gift icon. These activate when you see the gift symbol on these cards. So these activate anything with like your items and stuff with these symbols on, as well as any gift ability from your villagers that are your friends. I don't know which one to do. That's going to give us more money, but we're not really gaining many minerals, but we are mining, so we probably will at some point. Honestly, I think this pig will just help us. It will just save us money in the long run. Yeah, let's take the pig. Let's discard these. And then we draw the next season card. So we are now on summer. So let's see what summer is bringing. Oh, brilliant. That's really good. So we can turn a crop to quality. We can water. Perfect. So we've got our parsnip. We've nearly got our cauliflower. I'm worried about this cauliflower because it's worth so much money now. We've also got a fish symbol. So this means we discard the bottom two fish. Shuffle everything down. And we draw from the fish bag. If the ones that you would be discarding are legendary fish, you don't discard them, you put them back in the bag and reshuffle it. Just because you don't want to sort of lock yourself out of potential goals. Like if every legendary fish was discarded in the game, you could potentially just lose the game in the middle of the game, and it just stops that from happening. We can then sell and trade resources. So, unfortunately we don't have our cauliflower to sell, but what I'm going to do is sell this horseradish because I've got 2 crops now, forageables. I'm going to get some money, grand total of 3, and that's everything there. Right, let's think. I feel like we're behind right now. We need to go and make some friends. I think, ultimately, I have to get this cauliflower out. I'm really worried about it. So, I'm going to go water the crops and make a friend. Then next time, I think we may, if we manage to make a friend, hopefully we'll have another heart at least. We can then maybe explore the mine and go to the community centre. And then maybe we can go and purchase some more seeds. Thinking also, maybe if we actually go fishing at some point, because we've got a couple of crab pot ones, we're probably going to get, oh, there's no bug meat on there. Just thinking you can trade bug meat to actually catch something from the crab pots. Anyway, let's get this cauliflower. I'm worried about the cauliflower. I'm going here, watering the crops. I've got my lovely cauliflower. Then we're going to come down here. Which one shall I grab? So you do it from adjacent areas. So because this is the path I took, I can either forage from this area or this area. I do need to start collecting wood at some point as well, because I'm going to need to build my coop, but I'm well off the money right now, so I will not do that. Should I get that one? Yeah, let's get that one. Ooh, lovely. So I've got some, everyone says they're roots. I think they're worms. I mean, they move in the game, so I call them worms. So we actually draw an artifact from the artifact bag, which is fabulous. So these are all double-sided. So we've got an artifact on one side, we've got the, is it Nautilus fossil? And then the other side is a mineral. And these can be donated to the museum down there. They've got a letter down the sides to show you which slot it goes into. And you get rewards for doing this. So you can donate it to get hearts. If you fill like rows, you can get epic items, which are really powerful. But what did we get? We got the artifact. It's worth 3 coins, so I need to decide whether I'd actually donate it for a heart or sell it. I'm not sure. We'll think about it. We might keep it for a section because we might need it for one of these. Then we're going to make a friend. Or we might need it for a villager. So come on, something nice. Oh, Linus. He's a winter birthday. Okay. So he loves fish and forageables. So he's actually going to get my horseradish. Is he? I'm worried. What about if that is spring forageables? The thing is, if it was a spring forageable, we'll need to spend an extra heart to replace that one. But I'm gaining an extra heart by giving him a forageable because he loves the forageables. So I think I might take that chance. I'm going to take that chance. I gain 2 hearts for that. And you better not be a spring forageable. Oh dear. Okay, back home. We're not doing any of the fancy things. next round. Oh, we got the luau. So each player may discard one crop, fish or forageable to gain a heart token. Ooh, is this a forageable? Yes. Oh no, it's not as a material. I think because these are forageables, but some of them are resources. So the forageables have the like mushroom symbol one in the corner. These have got like a wooden hammer, so they're like building resources. So I can discard a crop. I can discard the parsnip to gain a heart. I don't think I will right now. That parsnip is quality parsnip. That will allow me to reveal 4 different... Yeah, okay. I think it's going to be easier to gain money. There's loads of ways of gaining money and less ways to get hearts. Go on then. We're going to discard the parsnip to gain an extra heart. Okay. We need to go to the community centre now. So we're going to go explore the mine first, come down here, forage, community centre. So it would be really, really good if we could get some ore. Because if we could get some ore, we could upgrade this pickaxe. Which is one of, we need to, do we even need to? We don't even need to upgrade our pickaxe. But it's just going to allow us more options. Maybe we can get the geodes then, that would be really good. Okay, so we got a Junimo and a star. So we've got 1 stone, or we got 2 geodes. We're going to take the 2 geodes, thank you. So the 2 geodes, if you look up here on what level you are, it tells you what geodes you can take. So we can take a normal geode or the frost geodes. The frozen geodes are more valuable, or they will allow you to like harvest better things from them. So I'm going to take 2 frozen geodes. It would be really nice to go and open these geodes. Shall I go and open the geodes? Yeah, I think maybe I will. I'm just putting it off again and again. Okay, we're going to come down here. We're going to forage this. We've got forageable. We're going to go and open geodes. Now to open geodes, you have a look down at this table as to what geode you have. So we've got frozen geodes, so we're on the 2nd line. We roll a die and it tells us what we get. So one of them is an artifact. So let's get rid of you and draw an artifact. This is good because we can then potentially get money from them or like donate them for hearts. Second one is going to be another, an ore. So I've got a silver ore. So I think that's on the back of it. Iron ore, sorry. I don't really want the iron ore. I wanted the copper. Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, good. Okay. So we're going to go home. We can't build stairs. We can't pet animals. We can't upgrade our starting tool. We can't do anything. We've got a very full inventory. And we still haven't revealed anything from the community centre. Summer. Water crops. We are cropless. Gift abilities. So gain any forageable tile on the board. So I'm going to get rid of this fibre now because you're a waste of time. What forageable do we want? We're still miles off this goal to actually build a coop. So we're going to grab this one. Fiddlehead fern, very nice. Gain 1 random item from the discard pile. We haven't got any discarded items yet. So we're going to ignore you. And Elliot is gain 1 random artifact. Okay, we're going to gain an artifact and see whether we want to actually take it or not, because everything else is quite valuable that I've got. I could get rid of the ore. The artifact. Oh, I've got a dinosaur egg for 4. Alright, we're going to get rid of this ore then. Thank you, Elliot. We can then get an event. Oh god, why am I gaining so many items? I never have this many items. So it does say gain 1 wood, 1 stone and 1 iron ore. The train is passing through Stardew Valley. I'm going to ignore it. I think all of my stuff is more valuable than this. What a time to do that. I'm going to ignore it and then sell stuff. I'm not selling anything right now. We're going to go to the community centre and hopefully we'll be able to just gift a load of stuff, and at least we'll have a much better idea of what we're working towards. Ooh, okay. As usual, don't take this as a tutorial of how to play Stardew Valley or a strategic guide. I'm just no good at these games. To be fair, I have won more than I've lost this game. Right, we are going to the community centre. Before we do anything else, I don't care. So we're going to spend 1 heart per bundle. We've got 4. Let's get rid of all of them. And let's see what we've got. It's going to be a spring forageable, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Fall forageable. Woo, good. So we can wait for that one. Any fall crop? Okay. Okay, that's going well. Any crab pot or legendary fish? All right, and heart plus any animal product. That's a bit of a shame. I can't do any of them right now. That's fine. I was going to sell my cauliflower. I didn't want to actually, even if, gonna cheat, even if it came up that it needed a spring crop, I would not have given them my cauliflower because it's worth so much and it's a quality one. So I should have, sold my cauliflower, and that won't actually change anything that I'm doing or have done since. I swear. And I wouldn't have then taken extra stuff because you sell after the event. All right. Okay, so we're doing more in fall now. We're going to need to buy crops in fall. I wonder if I should go and donate to the museum, or shall I sell most of this? I'm not sure what to do with all of these artifacts. They are quite valuable, so maybe I should just sell them. I wonder if the boiler room is going to need an artifact. The vault is a monetary one, so you need to donate a certain amount of money. It can actually get to be quite a lot of money as well. We do need a friend as well, and we do have forageables and artifacts, so that's a good chance of getting somebody that wants something like that. Or should we go mining? We're going to need to get a move on in the mine as well. There's so many things that we need to do, so many things. Oh, what do you reckon? Shall I make a friend, or shall I go and mine? Or donate to the museum? If I donate it to the museum, that would get me 2 hearts, and I can reveal those remaining bundles. Let's go for it. We're going to make a friend. Oh, God's sake, Lewis. Spring birthday as well. So he loves crops. I don't have a single crop. You're going to have to take my sweet pea then. So that's just a grand total of 1 heart. But still, that's my final friend. I've got 3 friends now. And I didn't even forage that round. That's not going well. All right, I'm not doing any of the end of turn things. Hopefully we get a gift ability now, because that would be really useful. We don't. Darn it. Quality crop. We don't have any crops. First player marker moves. Fish. Fish move. Oh, I'm getting worried. This isn't going too well. As you can see, there is quite a lot of luck in this game. But it's still a really good time. Oh no, we got some trash. The trash is basically just like useless. I think there are like events and things that may sort of allow you to do something with it, but I haven't really seen it that much. It just clogs up your inventory a little bit. But they're still worth taking if you have room, just in case. We get our first Joja tile. I bet it's going to be really horrible as well. Yeah, that's not great. Buildings now require 1 additional wood to build, and we're going to need to build a building at some point. So if we put that up here, we can remove that at some point if we need to. We can sell stuff and trade stuff. Okay, we're just going to sell loads of stuff now. So we're going to sell this forageable for 3. We are also going to sell this Nautilus. Am I selling all this stuff? We're going to sell one of them for 3. I think I want to go and donate them because Marnie needs a heart plus an animal product. We're going to need to get this building ASAP as well. All right. What do we want to do then? I think we need to go... What do we need to do? I think we need to go and... Oh, God's sake. I don't know. We need some wood, but I think we're gonna... It's fall next time. So we're going to go and buy some crops next round, which means we can come up here to water them and take this first wood. Hopefully the fish will start moving along as well, which will mean that we can then potentially go fishing at some point and get something else, because there's only one river fish at the moment, and we also don't have any crab pot fish that we can get because we don't have bug meat. Yeah, so we're going to go and explore the mine and donate to the museum. Get rid of these. So let's explore. Oh, God's sake. So we get... Oh, this is so bad. What the hell? So we can either end our turn or end our turn, because this activates the monster's ability. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we can't even get to the bone, so we've got to go straight home. And we can't do any end of turn effects. Now we can spend either 5 coins or 1 heart to remove this, but we don't need to right now. We're okay just for a second. Oh, that was detrimental. That was awful. Okay, we're gonna just go straight into autumn. We haven't completed a single bundle yet. This is honestly one of the worst plays I've had so far. Maybe I should have done multi-handed. That was abysmal. Why end my turn? That is just, oh my god. The other time that I had some bad experiences in the mines, let me tell you. I continuously was rolling bug meat. And again, bug meat. I upgraded my pickaxe multiple times. And so when you upgrade your pickaxe, you're able to alter the result on the table. Every single time, no matter where I did it, there was just something that was restricting me from actually activating my ability. So I was gaining 3 bug meat each turn, and everything I rolled was just bug meat. I could not get anything else other than that. And that was frustrating. Anyway, so we need to get some professions. We're going to get a mining profession. What else? What else? Maybe another foraging, and I think we're going to take a mining as well. So, mining. After resolving a monster's ability in the mine, you may roll again. That could be really powerful. That's the bone sword. Neptune's glaive. After resolving a monster's ability in the mine, gain any 1 ore or geode. Ooh. Or we can clear a path, spend 2 actions to claim all wood and forageables along any single path. That's quite pricey. Spend 2 actions. I definitely don't want to do that. Which one of these is going to be better then? This one. I'm not really sure how much you can see now. Let's move you up a little bit. I think we're going to take this. After resolving a monster's ability in the mine, gain any ore or geode. Yeah. Oh, I'm worried. I'm really worried. Ooh, we're getting all the events. Nice. Spirit's Eve. Starting player rolls a dice. If a Junimo, they complete a revealed bundle. It won't be a Junimo. It's a Junimo! Ooh. Right, either the crab pot or the fodder. The fodder is going to be really good because that needs a heart as well as an item. I'm probably able to get a crab pot at some point. So we're going to get rid of you. I'm just going to push it off the board. Whenever you complete one of these bundles, you gain an item. If you complete all of them, you gain an epic item, and they can then help you get these bonuses towards the end of the game. So let's hope this is a nice one. Hay. Discard during your turn to collect from each of your animals. Okay. That's not great, but that's fine. Okay, everyone, what on earth am I doing? What on earth am I doing? So this time round, what I think I might do is go and donate to the museum first before I can end my turn. Then go up here, forage, explore the mine. Then, or shall I go here first, buy things, go up there to water? It doesn't matter, I don't think. I think maybe we'll do this first. So we're going to go and donate to the museum. I'm a little worried about donating these because they're worth quite a lot. We need the hearts though. We need the hearts. So we're going to donate, you can donate as many times as you want to. Donate the dinosaur egg to gain a heart. We're also going to then donate the ancient sword to gain another heart. Yeah. Okay, come up here. We're going to forage here. Got a nice hazelnut. And then we're going to explore this mine. Come on. Come on. Heart, heart. Ooh, we've got a mining event. Please, is it like descend to level 12 in the mine? Oh, yes, gain an epic item. Perfect. Okay, I bet it's something really useless. Deluxe Scarecrow. Crows do not affect your crops. Instead, when they appear, water all crops. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that's made me very happy. Excellent. Okay. Oh, that's so exciting. You can have as many deluxe epic items as you can physically fit by you. I think they are, I'm not even sure. Sometimes it's a little bit confusing as to what is like player specific and what's like shared. Like the money and the hearts are shared between players. I'm not sure if the items, I think they're probably player specific, like these particular items. It's just, they don't have a specific spot. Okay, and unfortunately we don't get to descend or anything. We're going to need to get a move on that way as well, but we'll just roll with that for now. We're not going to do any end of turn effects still. We do need to think about removing this at some point, but in fact, no, I will do that now. Let's spend 1 heart because I only need 2 hearts left to do these. Then I can get rid of that. Okay, next round. Water, that's unfortunate. Gift abilities. So I can gain any forageable tile on the board. I wonder if the wood now counts as a forageable because it's not yet a resource. It says, in the rules, trees work the same as forageables, but are not considered forageables. So that's annoying. So I think it is just a standard forageable tile. So let's grab this one because I'm probably not going to grab that one at any other point. Blackberry. That's good. Next, reveal a bundle. Perfect. So I'm going to reveal this one. 8 gold. That's not too bad. Gain 1 random item from the discard pile. I still haven't discarded any items. And gain 1 random artifact. So this could be good because the boiler room may need us to have an artifact. Rusty cog. Okay. Gosh, I've got so much to do. Oh, event. Haven't even finished yet. Event. Visit the spa. Starting player may immediately take 1 bonus action from any location. Wowee. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I think we might explore the mine. No, we're going to go and buy some seeds. Yeah, let's buy seeds. Let's buy seeds. So we're going to buy 1, 2, pumpkin, cranberries, 3, 4, eggplant, bok choy. Yeah. All right, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? We need more money desperately. This is just, we really just have to move it. Move it, move it, move it. We do also have the opportunity to sell stuff now. Do I want to sell this cog? No, because we might need it for the boiler room. I will sell this hazelnut though. We desperately need to start collecting some wood. Okay, let's go and explore the mine and come down and water the crops. Then next round we might water the crops and go to the community centre. I'm a bit nervous. Explore this mine. No, we're going to come down here first. We're watering the crops because it might make me end my turn. Water, 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 water. We're coming up here. We're foraging from here. Oh, we got another artefact. We don't need all these artifacts. But it could be good for money. Skeletal tail. That's a good one for money. And explore this mine. Please let me have some stone. Please. Oh, for God's sake, it's an event. Oh. Gain 2. Gain 2 wood from discarded trees or trees on the board. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's really good. So let's get you. Okay, that was a good turn. We can come back. We are not doing any of those bits. We're going to the next round. We have enough money now to buy a building, which will allow us to do that one. Then we'll have that one. We'll have that one. We are miles away from that, and we still need a chicken. But we do have the pig, so we're okay. We just need everything. We need everything. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next round. Of course, it's not going to be like there's no crows or anything now. Is that event? Weather report. Look at the next season card. If it's season end, look at the card after that. Okay. We're watering next round. Our poor scarecrow is going to be doing nothing, and we're getting all the gifts. All right. That's not overly helpful. We also get a Joja tile. Do you reckon this is going to be something to do with the mines? No. Okay. No fishing is allowed at the ocean. There's not been a lot of movement in this fish track either. Getting a little worried about that. Maybe I should have done this one instead of the fodder. We can sell stuff. So we're going to sell the skeletal tail for 3 coins. Okay. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Maybe we'll go... Okay, we're going to water the crops. We're going to do this. You water, water, water. We're coming over here. We're going to forage here. A hazelnut. We're then going to actually go to the community centre, because when you complete the community centre things, you get an item, and I hope that these items will just help me do more stuff. So I'm going to get rid of any fall forageable to complete this one, which allows me to draw an item. Crab pot. See what I mean? Discard during your turn to gain all crab pot fish from the fish track. So there's only one, but that will allow me to complete this. In fact, I'm going to do that immediately then. Discard to gain him into my inventory. Oh, see, that was just spot on timing. So I can discard this crab to get rid of you, which allows me to draw another item. Bait. Discard when fishing to add any symbol to your roll or catch a crab pot fish. How funny. So sorry, these need to shuffle along. What else? We don't have a full... Oh, we do have a full crop as well. I think this was actually a good shout. I was going to put him in my inventory then. So let's get rid of the bok choy as well. We can go there. I have done that one. Let's gain another item. Rain totem. Discard to water all crops. Triggers the lightning rod twice. Which one of these is useless? I don't need to fish anymore, so I'm going to get rid of you. And I'm actually going to discard him now. Discard to water all crops. does not benefit from the watering can, triggers the lightning rod twice. I don't know what the lightning rod is. I haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to water all crops. And then I'm going to spend 8 gold to donate to the vault, which allows me to draw another item. Campfire. Discard during your turn to activate any symbols on the current season card. Ooh, that could be useful. And then finally, we're going to spend 1 heart to reveal the boiler room. Any ore. Ouch, I don't have ore. Alright. That was really good. If we could get that boiler room one as well, ASAP, we would gain an epic item. And although he hasn't been useful yet, he's still pretty cool. I should have been putting items in the discard pile. Let's move all the ones I've actually used this game into a discard pile. They're separate because Linus actually triggers his ability, his gift ability, so I can gain items from the discard pile. So yeah, I need to keep them separate. I think that's everything, wasn't it? So you come back. I'm not building stairs. I'm not petting my animals. I'm not removing any tiles, and I'm not upgrading my tool. I feel like that was a really good round. So, no surprise, we are watering. Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, ah, oh, ah. Cat wonders, dog wonders, gift abilities. So, here we go. I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff now. Okay, we're going to the gift abilities. So I gain a forageable. Let's have a look at what forageables we gain. Fibre, good. I don't want fibre. I think I may have ignored that at some point. I can't remember if I did that. Reveal a bundle. You're a waste of time now. Gain 1 random item from the discard pile. Do I want this? Do I want that? To water crops? Probably not. Or I can gain 1 random artifact. I'm probably going to gain an artifact because the chances are it's going to be worth more than this rusty cog. Oh, that's the fish. That was a legendary fish as well. We've got an ancient drum. So yeah, I will actually. I will trade you out for that. You're worth more. And then I can sell stuff. So I am going to sell this eggplant for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't need that anymore, do I? 10, 11, 12, 13 coins. Good, good, good. We're just going to go mining, I think. Then after I've resolved the first action, I may either go mining again or I may buy this coop now. I have the wood, I have the money. Once I've bought the coop, and then I can go and buy a chicken. And then we just need to concentrate on the mining. Okay, we're mining. Come on. Oh, shall I buy this building first? Yeah, let's buy a building. We're going to buy a building just in case we trigger this end of turn ability. So we're going to discard 10 coins and the 2 wood to gain this coop. So it's 10 coins, 2 wood, flip it over, and now we can gain chickens, ducks, and rabbits. So I'm actually going to just move all this stuff out of the way because I'm not going to be building anymore. So you guys can disappear off. I've got a coop. Then we're going to actually explore the mine. Come on. I don't want to end my turn. Oh my god. This is so bad. So I do end my turn. Is there anything I can do about that? Not really. But it does say after resolving a monster's ability in the mine, you can gain any ore or geode. We're going to gain an ore. I'm going to take the copper ore. I can come home. I'm not building stairs. I'm not petting animals. I'm not removing a tile. I'm going to upgrade my starting tool to the copper pickaxe. So that can allow me to just manipulate the resolution in this tile a little bit more. I do need another ore anyway. Maybe I should have done Maybe I should have done that and then I could have gone to the community centre. I don't know. Oh yeah, let's not do that. Okay, reverse. We're keeping the copper ore. Next round, we're going to go to the community centre, finish the boiler room. That community centre is then finished. We gain an epic item. Hopefully that epic item is going to be like the biggest bomb that you can find, and it's just going to blow up the whole mine and we can descend to level 12 immediately. That won't happen, but we can hope. We got 4 rounds left, everyone. We need to still buy our chicken as well. Okay. Place new trees and forageables. That one where we gained that wood was just invaluable. That was incredible. What epic timing as well. And look at our poor trees. They've gone all spindly. This game is the first couple of times I played it, I was like, it is lovely and charming. I didn't know if it was too easy, but actually I find it does sort of ramp up, and you've just got to keep hacking away at it. Like, I'm still on level 5. I need to get to level 12, so we're probably not going to get there. But yeah. All right, we're going to go for 3 mining abilities to see whether these are going to be any better to what I've got. We just have to mine. Spend 1 action to draw 1 mine event card. No. When you gain ore while mining, you may choose to gain any type. No. When opening geodes, roll 3 dice and choose 1 for your result. No. I need stone to descend. I don't want them. Insane. Right. Gift abilities. Gifts. We gain forageable. Let's go over here. Snow yam. Reveal a bundle. We don't need to. Gain a random item from the discard. Yeah, let's get rid of the hay now. And we're going to take the rain totem. Because what we're going to do now is proceed... Oh, we gained 1 random artifact as well. Thank you, Elliot. He doesn't like artifacts. He hates them, and yet he gives them as gifts. Dwarf Scroll 1. Okay, now we draw an event. Come on, something good. Cuddles with your cat. Ah, you give your pet some water, gain a heart. That's lovely, but we don't need hearts now. Joja, don't you dare. When you collect from animals, roll only 1 die. That's fine. We're not going to be collecting from our animals. Still need to buy a chicken though. Sell stuff. We're going to sell stuff. We're going to sell this scroll for 1. We're going to sell this snow yam for 3. Oh, let's just take 5. You know what? We're going to also do this. Discard to water all crops. And we're going to sell our pumpkin for 5. I don't know why we need so much money now, but we're going to take it. Okay. We're going to go to the community centre. Then we're going to go to the mine. Then we're just going to mine the hell out of everything. Or shall I go and buy a chicken and then go to the community centre? Okay, we're going to go to the community centre first. Any ore. Copper ore. We have finished the community centre, and then it says when you restore the last room, gain an epic item. This is the first time that I have completed the community centre before like the end of the game. Junimo hut. I didn't get these in the actual video game, so I don't know how you get them. Oh god, this is awful. See, what a waste of time. You may discard to complete any revealed bundle. No, this isn't what we wanted. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. We're going to come down here. We're going to forage. We get an artifact. I don't need artifacts. Oh, we got a strange doll. We're going to buy a chicken. So I'm going to spend 6 coins to buy our chicken. Whoop, whoop. There we go. So now we have got own animals equal to 2 times the number of players, because remember we got our chicken, but our pig also counts towards this goal. We're going to come home. We're just not going to get to the bottom of the mine. I don't know how we can get there. We're not building stairs. We're not petting our animals. Oh, we can pet our animal. Should we pet our animal? So to pet our animal, we discard a heart according to the number of hearts and flip him, and he's a happy chicken. Why not? We're not going to remove any Joja tiles, and we're not going to upgrade our pickaxe. Oh, I can't believe that this is happening. Feast of the Winter Star. That's cute. Each player gains 1 random profession upgrade from the deck of their choice. Come on, mining upgrades. When you gain a geode while mining, you may choose to gain any type. I don't want geodes. I want stone. So the only thing that we need to do now is mine, I think, because we've got everything else. We've got 1 building, our coop. We've got 3 friends. We've got 2 animals. We're not even halfway through the mine. Oh my god. Come on. There's nothing I can do to change this. I should have got some ore to upgrade my pickaxe. Oh, sugar. Okay, well that's better than it has been. Mine event. I'm scared. I don't want to resolve this. Gain 4 stone from the supply. Oh my god. Okay, we have a chance. See, it's the elements like this in the game which is like, oh, okay, you know, it is very luck heavy, but it just makes it really exciting. Okay, that was 1. Second turn. We're not gonna go forage anywhere. Look at all this stone. We're gonna go again. So we've got 2 ore. We've only got 1 space for it. Ore. 2 geodes. So I don't need the geodes. We're going to take ore. I'm going to take a copper ore, and then I can use that to upgrade my pickaxe at some point if I need to. Okay. We're going to go home. We're going to descend 4 times. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. That was a horrendous one. We just stayed there for ages. Okay. We're nearly there. Gift abilities. Gifts. So, gain any forageable. Where do we want to forage? Let's forage over here. Oh my god, we got another stone. Event. Magic ink. If any player has the wizard as a friend, they may draw 3 epic items and claim 1. I don't have the wizard as a friend. That's unfortunate. We do gain a Joja tile. Do you reckon it's going to be mining? It's not. Visiting the museum to donate now requires 2 actions. That's fine. We don't need to do that. And sell stuff. We're going to sell this strange doll for 4. I don't need money anymore, but it's just cool. Some of these Grandpa's Gold are money related, so that's why you may need more money towards the end of the game. Do I want to sell anything else? No. So, I guess we're mining. Mine. Come on. Nearly there. Junimo. And nothing. So I guess I'm going to take the bug meat. I don't want bug meat. Second go, I'm not going to move anywhere. Heart, 1 stone. Amazing. Okay, we're coming home. We're going to descend. Descend. Gosh, we're so close. I bet we won't be able to get this last one. Last round, everyone. Okay, event. Your pet loves you. Ah, if the cat, here we go, this is the one that I said you should still choose whether you want the cat or dog if it's in a solo game. If the cat, you can draw and keep 3 fish tiles. If the dog, gain an item. So I have the dog, I'm going to gain an item. Funny, after this deluxe scarecrow, I have not seen a single crow. Incubator, discard an egg to gain a chicken or a duck. Oh, that's cool, but we don't need that. Joja tile, for God's sake, I bet it's going to be something horrible with the mines. No. To trigger the open geodes action, you must first discard 3 gold. Joja are not very nice. There is another version of this game where you can make it harder and you only win the game if all the Joja tiles are removed from the board by the end of the game, as well as satisfying all the other criteria. I haven't played it like that yet, but that's definitely another layer of like interest if you find it a little easy. As you can see, like I'm pushing it right to the very end of the game here, so I don't think it's too easy. It's just probably the right amount. Okay, I can now sell stuff. I'm going to sell my bug meat for 1. I want to keep this copper ore just in case. I'm going to discard this as well, so I can discard during your turn to activate any symbols on the current season card. I'm going to draw another event, I think, just for fun. Found a lost book. Descend 1 mine level for free. There we go. Descend. Descending. We have reached level 12. So technically we have won the game here. You would only want to sort of finish the game if one of these was like at the end of the game, each player has to have 10 gold or something like that, or 10 gold for each player. But just for fun, we're just going to go do something. I'll show you how the fishing works, so I don't think we've been fishing yet properly. So let's go fishing. We're going to go river fishing. I can't believe that. Oh, I didn't even draw a new one. So we're going to go river fishing. Now, each fishing location has a different symbol. So the river is a triangle, the lake is a circle, and the ocean is a square. So we've got 2 river fish that we can potentially catch here. You roll 3 die. You've got 2 types of die, by the way. You've got your animal die, which is used when you're farming and you can collect from your animals, so you can gain animal resources or animal products. The Junimo die are used mining and fishing. So we roll 3 of these, and then we can spend the symbols that we roll on the fish. So to get the sunfish, I would need 1 heart. To gain the catfish, I'd need 2 Junimos. I've only got 2 hearts and 1 Junimo, so the only fish that I can catch is the sunfish. But that's fine. I won't bother doing this, but usually you then replace it. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to forage. And I don't know, collect from my animals. So I'll show you how you do that. Usually you'd roll 3 die, and for every symbol matching an animal that you have, you collect a resource from it. So if I rolled 3 chickens, because I have a chicken, I would get 3 eggs. Because he's a happy chicken, because I pet him, he would give me a big egg. So you've got your egg, flip it, you've got your large egg. But this Joja notice is on that, so when you collect from your animals, I'm going to be only rolling 1 die. And I have rolled a chicken, so I do gain a large egg. That's nice. That's cool. So I can come home. I can also discard the copper ore to upgrade my pickaxe if I wanted to. So yeah, this would allow me in the mines to move the solution. So if I rolled a particular middle square, I can choose to shift it up 1 if it's not a skull and crossbones, which is resolve the monsters. And as you upgrade it, you can move it around a lot more. And that is the end of the game. So this is the end of winter. Winter is ended. The year comes to an end. I love the way it's designed as the video game is as well, so you can click OK. So we have won. We have got buildings equal to the number of players. We've got our coop. We've got 3 friends equal or per player. We've got 2 animals, our pig and our chicken. We have managed, by the skin of our teeth, to get to level 12. And we've completed the entire community centre. Wow, that was a busy game. And I didn't think we were going to do that. Oh, on top of that as well, what we should have done is when we reach level 12 in the mine, you do gain an epic item. We would have gained the Dark Shrine. We can discard all of your friends to complete a revealed bundle, and you must discard at least 1. That's nice. We didn't need to do that. Oh, wow. So that is Stardew Valley, the board game. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. There was a lot going on in that game. I will be back in a moment just to discuss what my final thoughts are on this game. Thank you very much for joining me. So sharing some final thoughts on Stardew Valley, the board game. As you may have heard me talk about it in my November vlog, it's of no secret that I find this game incredibly charming. Even though I think it is on the whole a much lighter experience and maybe much too luck heavy for a lot of more experienced gamers, there is just something about this that makes me feel very at home. It's very cozy and it's on the whole just an incredibly happy and bright game. I think ultimately a lot of that does come down to my love of the franchise. I can't really tell you whether somebody would love it as much if they didn't like Stardew Valley, the video game. I've only played it with my husband and he has played Stardew Valley, so he does have an association with it as well. Not as much as what I do. He's not played half as much, as many hours, so he did still very much enjoy the game. So I think it is still a game that holds its own, but I just think that my love of Stardew Valley definitely elevates this, in my opinion. I love how all of the elements of the video game are sort of pulled into this. You've got so many different actions to do, and they just pull in all of that theme from the video game. Nothing that you're doing is that thematic. The only thematic thing is really the foraging. So as you move, you're collating things as you go around. But other than that, it's very much you're just, I don't know, dice rolling and resolving this, resolving that, drawing cards, and pushing things along tracks. But so from that perspective, it's nothing. It's not doing anything new. But I just think on the whole, this whole package just has a really nice mix of simple mechanics, a little bit of push your luck, but still enough theme to sort of keep people interested. One of my favourite things about this game is the friendship mechanic. I love going to see all the villagers when you're going to make friends at Gus's. I love trying to match the gifts to the people, and I love the fact that you gain extra hearts when it's their birthday season. I wish maybe it was draw 2 and then you can choose which one you befriend. Maybe that would make it too easy, because you do tend to be able to get at least 1 heart for villagers as you draw. I also absolutely love the fact that they have gift abilities that trigger at certain events in the game, and that just sort of brings to life how Stardew feels in the video game as well. When you come outside in the morning and you go to your mailbox and you may have some food or a recipe or some item that's been sent to you. I also really like the artifacts and minerals in this game. I like the fact that you can sort of gain them in many different ways and use them in whatever way you see fit and whatever best fits the particular game you're playing. You may find them when you're foraging around, as you could see, sometimes you draw the worms in the ground and gain them from the bag. Or you can gain them from events, you can gain them as a gift from various villages, or you can find them in the mines as well, and then you can choose to sell them, give them as gifts as well, donate them to gain hearts. There's so many different variables there, and I just find that really exciting to sort of decide what the best use of that particular item is. I did want to talk a little bit about the luck of this game. I do think that perhaps it's erring slightly on too much luck. Maybe, I think. There are some games where you just don't need to upgrade your tool very much. I probably should have upgraded my tool a lot earlier because I needed to get to level 12 in the mine. This is the first time that I've actually managed to complete that particular goal. And so I should have just been focusing on getting ore and upgrading it ASAP, because then it would just help me in the whole game. But there's so many other things that you're trying to focus on. Like, that wasn't really my biggest goal. I was more worried about trying to gain enough money and gaining like the animals and things like that. So I do feel like sometimes the luck can be a little bit against you, and there's maybe not quite enough to like offset that. In the game that I was playing like the other day, as I said in my playthrough, I also had this one where I needed to get to level 12 in the mine, and I was just rolling the same thing every single time. And there was nothing that I could do about it. I couldn't get ore because I was rolling the same thing. There was no other way. I couldn't find stone when foraging. I was absolutely stuck, and that was a little bit frustrating. I did sort of, still enjoy it very much. It was still like a story that was being told. And it's the same frustration that you feel in the game as well. Your health is low. It's getting to 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning, I think it is. And you're desperately trying to get to that next level so you can unlock that elevator slot, and you just can't find that staircase to get down. And that definitely comes through for the theme for me. I just don't know if there's enough there to sort of keep other players that may be less open to so much luck in the game interested. I also really like how the Joja tiles work in this. I wish it came through a little bit more, perhaps in some like events. In the Stardew game, you sort of do feel that like conflict between the farm shop in the centre run by Pierre versus the Joja supermarket, which is over in the other corner. You do see sort of like the conflict between them and the commercial, like what the company trying to like override the town. I wish there was a little bit more of that instead of them implementing just like notices around and taxes and like permits in place. I do really like that aspect. I think that creates a nice challenge, and it is quite interesting to sort of really see how that can change the game up. I just wish it was maybe implemented a little bit more just to bring that theme through. I will say that I think the animals are on the whole a little underpowered. A lot of the time, as if you don't have that raise animals goal that we had today, you don't really need animals at all. And you may see them in bundles, but there are other ways that you can either discard that bundle, which is probably a lot easier than trying to build a coop or barn and then buying the animal on top of that. Or there's like events and other items that you can use to sort of allow you to gain those animal products anyway. So I do feel that it's a little bit of a shame that animals do seem to be a little bit of an afterthought. But then again, you sort of compare it to the video game, and animals are an afterthought actually. It's very pricey to like set up the barn and coop, just thinking about it now. And it's then pricey and labor intensive to keep those animals going. You need to pet your animals every day in the game. You need to harvest all of their resources every day. Well, you don't need to every day, but they'll just accumulate otherwise. So maybe that is actually quite thematic. It does actually, come to think of it, does pull a lot of the feelings that you experience in the game into this quite well. From a board game perspective, maybe it would have been better to lose the theme a little bit and to just tighten up some of the mechanics just to make it a little bit more fun in that regard. So I think maybe they should have pushed them to be a little bit more useful, maybe increase the value of the products that you get from them, because eggs are only worth 1. The quality eggs are worth 2, but once you get up to like rabbits, they're worth 4, and then I'm assuming the quality rabbit foot's worth 5. So they're valuable, but it's actually quite expensive to get a rabbit as well. They're worth 10 coins, yeah. So all of that's just a big push, and I haven't actually needed to purchase like these other animals. I've just stuck with the duck and the chicken because they were the cheapest. Now that sort of leads me into the next thing that I wanted to say, is that as I said at the beginning of the playthrough, I do play this one a lot solo, and I think I prefer to play it multi-handed. The reason for that is because then you have a lot more of the game that you see. There's a lot more like turnover of resources, there's a lot more foraging going on, and there's just on the whole more to do and more to contribute along the way. A lot of these goals are about like scales towards player count. So if you've got a 4-player game, you're going to need 3 friends per player, so you're going to need 12 friends somewhere on the table. And so you're just going to be seeing all those villagers a lot more, seeing a lot more of those like events and all those gift abilities like going through. And so I think that may be where the animals become a lot more valuable in those higher player counts, because you're probably not going to see as many events which allow you to gain those animal products. You're going to need to generate them yourself, and you may then want to invest that money into more valuable animals to then gain you more money when you harvest their resources, perhaps. I think I would really actually like to play this four-handed. I've only played it two-handed at the moment, but I really enjoyed that playthrough. I think I preferred it to the standard solo. And I think I will try it four-handed and see how that goes. When you're multi-handing it as well, it's quite interesting to sort of think about the player order, because the first player token doesn't automatically move. It's unpredictable when it moves. As you could see, there was a cat icon in the season deck. So when you're drawing the card and resolving all of those little events, as soon as the cat appears, that's when the first player marker does move. And so you never know, like, because your items are sort of specific to you, you can trade them, but only in the specific phases when it indicates on the cards. So you need to be a little bit careful about, well, I don't have those resources, so I shouldn't be going there, and I'm not, that proficient in fishing, for example, so let me focus on this other aspect. But you actually want, like, the bug meat from the mines, so, I don't know, Sam should go up there and get the bug meat from the mines before I go fishing down here, and that just makes it an extra layer of strategy for me, and just pushes it into a little bit more of a gamer's game rather than I wouldn't really call this a mainstream game, but a lighter experience. Some people have said that this game they think overstays its welcome. I definitely don't think so. I think that this is a really good amount of time in a game. What I will say is that I do feel like it is a little bit of a shame that there's not an incentive to sort of play the game to the end of the whole winter if you sort of finish beforehand. So as you could see, I actually finished the whole community centre and had no way of like missing any of Grandpa's goals. So my last round of the game was pointless. It would have been good to have like a table perhaps to say like, oh, how rich are you at the end of the game, or like, can you, I don't know, just some sort of thing so to give you an incentive to earn more money, to keep going, to keep trying to be the best you can be on every single turn instead of dithering around towards the end. It would have been really good to have something to purchase at the end. So if you had, I don't know, per 10 coins you could discard at the end of the game, you get this many points, and if you get 50 points you're the star farmer of the year or something like that. Just that extra layer of like goals to achieve and comparability between plays, and that's what this is missing. Another thing that I really love about this game is the ability to get married. I actually did it for the first time yesterday. What you need to do is you need to ensure that you have a villager as a friend that is marriageable, a marriage candidate, so they have the mermaid pendant next to their name, and the mermaid pendant is an epic item that you can gain. I think I managed to gain that item from building a building. What building was it? Let me have a look. It was the it was the farmhouse. So I built the farmhouse that allowed me to get the mermaid's pendant from the epic item deck. I then could make a friend, which allowed me to get married. You then have an additional meeple that you can place, and you can deploy them on your turn to take an action anywhere on the board. They only take one action, so they can't forage or do end of turn effects, but they have access to all of your inventory and all of your skills, etc. So it just allows you to do 3 actions on your turn and potentially be at opposite sides of the board. I love that. I think that that's really cool to sort of pull that into the game as well. Really, really clever. I do wish there were more Grandpa's goals. I think is there 6? 8? There's 8. 8 Grandpa's goals. And so, there's going to be a limited amount of them that you're going to be seeing. There's going to be a lot of repeatability in those goals as you play game to game. I believe that they are going to be bringing out an expansion. I don't know in the depth of what that's going to contain or if that's been 100% confirmed, but I really hope that they introduce a lot more of those, perhaps make animals a lot more powerful in that regard, or really enable players to really push for those goals, like and own 3 different species of animals or something like that, or 2 per player if there's 8 animals. I don't know. I think there's 6 animals. So maybe that wouldn't work. But yeah, that would just sort of expand the game a little bit more. There are quite a lot of community centre goals. So the bundles, I think, have a good amount of variability. You don't ever quite know what it's going to be. And so I think that that's quite good. I don't feel like there's any sort of repeatability to the extreme. I think the grandpa's goals are where the bottlenecks a little bit. There are certainly games that feel a lot more punishing than others. As I said, one of the first bundle goals that you can reveal is to do with like the crops and the forageables. So you may sort of get into summer and then find that you're revealing and you need a spring crop and a spring forageable. You just need to, you know that in the first couple of games you will know that that is a thing, and so it becomes quite important to try and reveal those, or at least keep resources back until you know whether or not they're going to be needed. So as I don't think that that's necessarily a negative, it's just something that you learn as the game progresses. I think that creates just like a nice little bit of tension there to sort of really try and get you pumping towards that community centre as soon as possible to get yourself the ball rolling essentially for the rest of the game. One of my favourite aspects of this game is the die rolling in terms of opening all of the geodes. I love the geode mechanism in here. As you go further and further in the mine, the geodes that you can collect are going to be the better geodes. So is it from number 10? Let me have a look. Yeah, so I think it's from floor 10 to 12, you can gain the Omni geodes, and the earlier levels only allow you to get the like basic geodes, the earth geodes. And then you can go to Clint, and as you can see, you can roll a die per geode, and then it tells you whether what you're going to get. You may get like stone, is it? Yeah, stone, or artifacts, minerals, or items. And I just love that. I think that that's really, really cool. And it's just taking all the theme again from the game and really sort of bringing it to life. In terms of the component quality of this game, on the most part, it's pretty good. There's nothing like outstanding about it. The cards are quite a very standard thickness. I love the way it looks on the table. I think it looks very, very bright. I love the artwork of all of the characters. It certainly looks extremely similar to the video game, but sort of pulls it into a bit more of a more cartoony style rather than the pixel art, which I really appreciate. I really like the fact that they have steered away from like pixel art for this game. Everything looks very aesthetically pleasing. I would just say the component quality is just a bit subpar, and it's a little bit disappointing nowadays for the price point of the game as to the component quality. There are some tiles that were printed backwards, so I've got some, is it the Omnigeodes? I've got some Omnigeodes here. 2 of them are printed correctly, so you've got the geode on one side, flip it over, and the ore on the other side. But I've got 2 here that are printed the opposite way around, so you've got the geode on the wrong side, and then you flip it and you've got the ore, which is on the front. So that's just a bit frustrating. The punching out of all of the tokens as well was a real challenge. I ended up damaging quite a few of them, not to the extent where I needed replacements, but it was enough for me to feel a bit upset over it, because I like to try and keep all of my stuff really nice. You know, as the game gets played more and more, it is just going to wear and tear, and there's going to be more ripping of some of the bits and pieces. On the whole though, it's, you know, a little bit of cosmetic damage. It's nothing game breaking, and so there's not too much wrong. Finally, I will say that I think that the variability in like the season deck and the maps that you get a really big deck of cards here. I wonder why we've got so many of these like mine cards and the choices on there, but we've only got 8 grandpa's goals. That just seems a little bit weird. Like, I don't think you need half as many of these, if I'm honest. I haven't even seen all of them, I don't think, and I've played this quite a lot now. So that's funny. I really like having all of those, but I just think that they should have just given us more grandpa's goals just to match that amount there. I really like the variability of the season deck as well. There's a lot of cards that you can get. They're all very similar in terms of, you know, they're going to be like turning crops to quality or watering your crops, etc., etc. But the fact that you just have so many just keeps it all fresh, and you just don't quite know whether the crows are going to come or whether you're going to be watering your crops. Just keeps that very interesting. And I also love the integration of all of the events, the seasonal things, that just brings it all into a very lovely, happy package. So I will leave that one there for Stardew Valley. I'm in love with this game. I think it's brilliant, and I'm really, really enjoying my plays of it. It's definitely not going to be not for everyone. I think some people are just not going to enjoy the luck. People are going to think it's a bit too simple and repetitive. Completely understand that. I just think that the theme and the overall aesthetic of this one and I just love the coziness of it. That just sort of elevates it into a really great position for me. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and you will be let know of any future releases that I do. Otherwise, have a lovely rest of your day and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.